We need the moms out there who do track, who've been all in on track. Give us the scoop. What is
Yeah,
the
I know
survival tips for
nothing.
track?
I can understand the coach's perspective
Hmm.
in that all the parents are yelling. Uh, all of them are yelling what to do, and it can get confusing. So I definitely understand that perspective. The part that I'm like, I don't know why this is relevant is I don't feel like giving the parents a chance to get to know each other. I don't feel like
Don't
that's relevant. Like,
no,
why
and
is that even included in?
so we're
I mean,
starting. We're here. It's
yep,
been uh
it's been
two
a while.
weeks, three
Yeah,
weeks,
I don't know.
many
It feels like
weeks.
forever.
It has been. It's been enough of a time that I can't remember the last time that it's been.
Yeah,
Um, what do you call
we've
it?
been busy.
Yeah, we've already gone through a tournament.
Hmm.
We've been through opening ceremony for Little League. You've
Yep,
finished up your last gymnastics, like states, right? The
yep,
last
yep.
meet, big meet. Um, musical got wrapped up. What else? Spring break is coming up at the end of
I
this
did
week.
2 track meets last week.
Track, that's right. We got to introduce track now.
Yep, we
Give
got track.
me, I know really nothing about track. The only thing I know is that I won't run unless like I'm being chased down by
Yeah,
something. Give us the
same.
rundown. What's track all about?
Okay, so I also am not familiar with track. That's not something I did, not something I grew up around. So going to this first track meet was an experience. So we've done two now. In the first one, it was so cold and so windy. It was awful just to be outside in general. You have no idea what's going on, no idea what events are happening. Like, it was just pure chaos. There's no one like corralling the kids. So what happens is there's multiple things happening at one time. So like there's long jump happening, there's high jump happening, all at the same time as like there's races, like the running event. And so someone with a megaphone is saying like first call, 400s, and then all of the kids have to listen for this and make their way to the designated area. So at the
That
first meet, you could not hear the megaphone.
I was gonna say that sounds like very enter just thinking about how well children listen in general. This sounds intriguing to me.
Yeah, I was like, I can't hear it because there's kids screaming because, there's a race going on. There's so many things going on. I'm like, I don't know what they call it. McKenna was at long jump doing that event when she got called for her other event and she couldn't hear it. So I'm like waving, like trying to get her attention to like, you gotta go to that one because if you don't go, you just miss it.
Okay.
So that was an experience. You also don't know who wins the day of,
Hmm. Yeah,
which
they
is,
give that like later, right? Like a
yeah.
whole
So none of the coaches told us this. So
right.
I'm there and I'm just like, what's happening? I'm watching long jump. I'm like, she's jumped multiple times. How many jumps does she get? Like, is there is there an award thing at the end? Is it like what is happening? I was just so
Yeah.
lost on everything. It's so long, so long. Like
So how
the
long?
first
How was like this meet?
okay, so the first one started at 3, and I think we left at like 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
So
The
three
second one
hours.
started at 3:30. We left at 8:30.
Mm.
There's still another event to go.
Oh my
But
gosh.
when McKenna's last event was the second to last. So as soon as she was done, I'm like, we gotta go. I was not expecting you to be here for 5 hours.
Yeah, what do you pack for 5 hours? Oh my gosh. That's
I didn't pack anything. I packed a blanket. I was not prepared. I'm like, oh, how am I still here? How am I still here?
noob. Newbie mom right over
Yes,
here.
I had no idea what was going on. But the second one was at the high school, so the you could clearly hear what they were calling, which was nice.
That's good.
Still, like, I, it just seems like pure chaos.
So compare that to a gymnastics meet because this is sounding very similar to me to gymnastics where there's like a thousand
Yeah,
things going on and you pretty much have to like have your eyes set on your kid and figure out what's happening.
yeah, you're not wrong. Now that you say that, it is very much like you need to be watching your child at all times to see when it's about to be their time to shine because
Hmm.
no one's telling you.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
just
know.
pure chaos. It's
I
pure
don't know that
chaos.
I don't think I can get on that bandwagon. I think Harper
And
has been like back and forth with it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to push that
I
one.
did not realize how long the track meets were.
No, I didn't either.
And and so you don't have to stay for the entire time. You could just stay for your event.
Okay,
Um,
fair. But
however,
if you're in like a beginning and an end, right? Are you kind of just stuck?
you're stuck.
Ugh.
So McKenna has it spread out. So
Mm.
she's been doing 3 to 4 events. Long jump is like one of the first things that you do. And she's doing hurdles, and there's like 3 different hurdle races. So those are all spread out. So I have to be there the entire time.
We need the moms out there who do track, who've been all in on track. Give us the scoop. What is
Yeah,
the
I know
survival tips for
nothing.
track?
Know nothing. So then I see all these other girls warming up, and I'm like, are you guys doing that? Is that what you're supposed to be doing? Why are they wearing those shoes? Do you need those shoes? I know nothing.
Yeah.
They didn't tell us. So I'm like, I have no idea how this works. I didn't know how you figured the scores out. The coaches didn't
Yeah.
tell us. And I guess people just know from doing it. So I'm
Mm.
Googling, like, how do I figure out, the scores to this? And a website popped up, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like clicking, I found McKenna's name, and I'm like, huh,
So
well, when
it's
do I
all
see the results? The next day,
mm.
within like 24 hours, the results are posted.
So basically you have to be online, you got to find it, and then you got to wait for them to put it in.
Yeah. Yep.
Got it. Got it.
It would have been nice if like this was covered in a parent meeting.
Yeah, well, yeah, you like, hey, new parents. But you know, McKenna
Exactly.
didn't, is this, see, I know, I really am so clueless. I know like very bits and pieces because I've had friends that have run, and so like they might post things online, but I don't pay enough attention to know. Like, there's a fall track that happens, right? Because I feel like one of Harper's friends did track in the fall, but it's
I think it was
probably
cross
not all
country.
these. So that's they're just running like all over the
Running.
land.
Yeah,
And you just got to kind of find where their pit stops are and like find them.
I guess.
So you might if you were in that beginning crew, the
Maybe
fall
you'd know.
crew, maybe you'd know because you'd have like that new parent meeting and they're like, hey, but then when you get into like spring or what is this considered spring?
This is track and field, so it's not the same as cross
So
country.
it's different.
So it's
But
different.
no new parent meeting for this one. They were like,
There
hey,
was
if you,
there was a parent meeting,
but he
and
didn't tell you
they didn't tell us any of this. So
things to
I
put
was
in your
like,
new parent meeting.
yeah. So then I'm emailing one of the teachers that I know, and I'm like, hey, how do I know like the results of this? And then she confirmed it was the website that
Hmm,
I had found. And
there
I'm
we
like,
go.
okay.
That's a
Okay.
plus. All right. So we got it. We got it solved. Took a little bit longer than most.
Yes.
I probably would still be looking if I'm being honest. It would have to be Harper coming back like the next day and like, did your
Well,
coach
I
tell
was
you anything?
asking McKenna, and normally she knows. I'm like, how do I know
Hmm.
the results? How do we know? And she's like, I don't know, mommy. And I'm like,
So they
cool.
didn't even tell the kids.
Mm-mm. No,
We're
so I'm
just
like, let
doing
me
this
just
for
Google.
the fun. Yeah, that
Yeah, I'm like, there's got to be something.
yes. Google is such a good friend sometimes.
So yeah, we did two track meets last week, two
Okay.
scrimmages,
Two.
and she
That's just
guest played.
McKenna
That's just
and
McKenna,
guest
and
played.
guest played
And we had the tournament right before, the weekend
that I wasn't
before,
at, but she was.
but it was there. I was there.
And
It was
yeah,
that right there was an exciting weekend because we Friday night went to bed. We were packed up, ready to go to get up early morning.
yep,
Some thunderstorms happened, but it was overnight and was cleared up by the morning. And we get that text like bright and early that says, "Hey, fields are closed, no tournament." And
yeah,
Chris woke up. He's like, "Yeah, it's canceled." I was like, "You're joking." I thought he was kidding because he's a jokester in general. And he was like, "No, I'm being serious. They said it's." I was like, "There's no rain. What is happening?" But I guess everything was so saturated that they just totally shut down everything. Um, so they took a 2 day they actually looked like all around the tri-state area trying to find any kind of fields, but all of the fields, it sounds like we're pretty much trashed from this crazy when storm that was happening. So they decided to crunch a 2 day tournament into one day, which meant we were guaranteed 3 games. But those girls were gassed by that third game.
yeah,
They were just so, so tired. They put their all, like they left it all out on the field. But man, for the first tournament of this season, to make it
yeah,
all happen in one day, and those fields were still wet. Even Sunday, when we got there Sunday morning, they were still pretty wet. It wasn't until like the last game, which was later in almost into the evening time, that you started getting some dust. It took
yeah.
that long. It took a full like, day and a half for that stuff to actually
And
dry
it was
off.
nice.
But
Like there was sunshine and it was warm,
yeah,
so there was a lot of rain.
yeah. And in a tiny amount of time. So it didn't have enough time to absorb and
Yeah,
basically be gone in time for the stuff.
yeah.
So we had a full day Sunday.
Hmm.
Then I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday were play practices for Delilah.
Hmm.
So on top of that, she also had scheduled Monday, Wednesday, Thursday gymnastics because they had to make up some gymnastics. Could not make any of those. And my prediction came true. Guess what day we have softball?
Every day she has gymnastics.
Wednesdays, every
Yeah,
Wednesday, pretty much every Wednesday. And if it's not on a Wednesday, then it's on a Monday. And when do we have gymnastics? Monday and Wednesday.
of course, of course.
I was like, not
Love it.
Tuesday, Thursday. We can't. Nope. Tuesday, Thursday is nothing. So that was like an obvious. And then when we don't have it on, or well, we do have it on Wednesdays, but the second game is always Saturday, like middle of the day,
Um,
which is tournaments
yeah,
for
of
Harper.
course.
So we're playing that whole splitting the parents.
Yeah,
Depending on how the tournaments line up, I might try to go to like the first game or two and then leave, go do Delilah's, and then either meet
yeah,
up later or just meet at home and do all of. At least we get Sundays. I'm okay with
yeah,
that. Sundays are the big days. I feel like where it's like,
yeah. They are. Fortunately, Isaiah's T-ball schedule, he has no weekend games.
whoa, you guys lucked out,
Yeah, it's pretty much Mondays or Wednesdays,
of course. So I'll see you
or
there.
yes, or Fridays. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
all
have
right,
some
I'm not going
Fridays
to
too.
complain. I'm not going
Yeah.
to complain because Wednesdays were generally free and
Okay.
Fridays. So it's
Okay.
just like now every single day will be booked. It's fine.
Yeah, every day. And if we're not going to a practice, we have hitting and pitching lessons.
Exactly. Yeah. Squeeze that in. Hmm.
Chris does that schedule. He's like the guru of, he's like, okay, it's open. And I was like, have at it. You have the calendar.
Yeah.
So he
That's,
squeezed them in. I think there's 1 week Delilah can't make it in for it
yeah.
just because it's so saturated with stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll be
Yeah.
getting there.
We're, we're still trying to do Mondays for pitching, which is
Hmm.
crazy. But I'm like, okay, we go directly after school, do that, then I can go straight to a T-ball game.
Hmm. Luckily,
It's,
everything's kind of in like this little triangle.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, you can do hitting lessons, gymnastics, softball, t-ball is all kind
It's
of
all right
in
there.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, in the same radius. So that's actually kind
But
of
it
nice
is,
because
yeah.
you
But
can
it
do
is
all that.
chaotic.
It
I'm
is.
like, oh my gosh.
You're like, get in the car, go. Eat this,
Yeah.
put on your shoes, get your cleats, you
Hmm.
know.
Yeah.
Delilah,
Like,
oh,
go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I was gonna say
ahead.
today, Stefan had to work, which was unusual. He's normally off Mondays. So that meant I had to get Isaiah off the bus at 4, drop Mila off at gymnastics at 4:15, and pick McKenna up from track at 4:30.
Oh my gosh. You were just
So
you were like tuck and roll, everybody. Just get
yeah,
out
I'm
of the
like, get in the
car.
car. There's snacks there. Let's go. Like,
Yes, we're
we gotta
rolling.
go.
And
Yeah.
then Lucy's just there for the ride, right?
She's just there for the ride. Yeah. Get in, sis.
She's like your Thelma
Oh,
and Louise.
yeah. Yeah. She's like, all right, time for us to go.
I'm in. I so Delilah is hitting the ball running with forgetting her shoes for every single thing we have to do.
Mm,
First, softball practice, cleats are in the garage. So Chris had to like
love
run
it.
the cleats. First night of the show, so they had like a dress rehearsal Thursday night and they had to wear like ballet shoes, black ballet shoes. So I sent them in. They're like, put their names on it, put it on a bag. They'll keep them there. Delilah gets into the truck. We drive the truck home. And then Chris had a concert to go to. So he had
Mhm.
taken the car to drive into the city to go see this concert. So I was kind of running solo, going to Harper's Scrimmage, going, getting D,
Yeah.
like all that crazy stuff. So the interior of the truck is all black. I don't know what's in there. There's blankets, jackets, book bags. I try cleaning it out, but every time I clean it out, there's still a random pile
Yeah.
that ends up emerging there. So I ended up taking the car. No, I took the truck the next day. We go to school, come home real quick Friday, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to come home so I can do Delilah's hair for the show, get everybody together. We're just going to go in the car because it's a tight parking lot. The
Yeah.
truck is okay, but it's kind of tight to like park in there. We're just going to all get into the car together, drive up. We'll drop Delilah off. We get there and Delilah's like, I can't find my shoes. And I was like, well, where were they? She's like, in the truck, in the truck. And I was like, I looked in the truck before. I didn't see any of your stuff. Are you sure you brought them home because you were told to leave them there? Nope. I took them home. I had them in my hand. I put them in Harper's seat. They're in the truck. I'm telling you, I looked in the truck, nothing. So we go in there. She's all frantic because, it's the opening night of the show. Can't find these shoes. The parents there, bless these parents because they were super helpful. They live in town, like we're coming across the bridge. They live in town and they're like, I think I have an extra size one black shoes that I had gotten for my daughter, but they don't fit her. I'm just going to go. I'll run home. I'll grab them and get them for her. I was like, oh, that'd be the best. Because if I try to go home and come back, that's
Yeah.
like
You're not gonna have
40
time.
minutes. Not going to
Hmm.
happen. So they got them. We get home, go to bed next morning, getting up for opening day for Little League, for softball and all that stuff. Delilah's in her room and she goes, Mom, you can't like get mad or yell at me, but I found the ballet slippers. They were sitting under my desk in my room. Oh, desk in your room, huh? Not the car, not the truck, not your book bag, not the bag they were supposed to be in and
Yep.
stay with the costume. Under how did they get there? Like,
Kids.
what, I just
What
mm.
happened?
So we're 0 for 2 for shoes.
Yeah.
This is why gymnastics works for her because you take your shoes off.
Yeah. You don't need to. Yeah. It's okay because McKenna's also the queen of like forgetting things.
Yeah, it's I don't know. This is why it's good to have friends and like make friends at these
Yeah.
things because somebody will have your back for something. Like usually I'm the one with all the extras, but I don't carry extra shoes with me. It's just
Yeah.
not, I haven't hit that level of like crazy mom yet
Yeah.
where
It's the
I got
next
extra,
one.
I have the extra like elastics for the shoes because those are
Yeah.
small and easy enough to carry around, but I don't keep the extra shoes around. Maybe that's the next level thing that I'll be getting into. Shoe closet.
Oh
Oh my
God.
gosh. So I want to segue here. I found this interesting post on Facebook that I feel
Okay.
like we could have a pretty good conversation about.
Okay.
So I'll share this with you. So my Lord. Softball moms this is on the softball moms Facebook group. A lot of
Yeah.
people are using pseudonyms on here, so that's going to lead me to believe we've got a lot of moms on the same team on here. I don't know
Yeah.
of anybody on our team, but I don't know. I join random groups that pop up just because it's interesting to
Yeah, I
watch.
do too.
So I'll read this. It says, would love to hear everyone's opinion. This is a real text from a coach of an 8U league team. One other thing that will be different this season is that parents will sit in the outfield during games. If this is something you have an issue with, then this may not be the right team for your family. The reason for this is simple. This is about the kids. I want the girls to be able to listen to their coaches for instruction and not have multiple voices coming from the sidelines. This will also give parents a chance to get to know each other and build a positive team community. At this age, the games are really just a way for us to see where we are at as a team and what we need to continue working on in practice. The focus is development, learning, and helping the girls grow and enjoy the game. What are your thoughts?
Um, my first thought is I can understand the coach's perspective
Hmm.
in that all the parents are yelling. Like, all of them are yelling what to do, and it can get confusing. So I definitely understand that perspective. The part that I'm like, I don't know why this is relevant is I don't feel like giving the parents a chance to get to know each other is, I don't feel like
Don't
that's relevant. Like
know.
why is that even included in this?
And you've just given them a common enemy,
Yeah,
right? Like, I don't want you here near us. Go sit together so you can talk about it. Right? Like
yeah.
there's no real good direction here for those parents. I also have some comments that came with this.
Okay.
Here,
Okay.
here we go. So it says, kind of similar to where you are, right? Sounds like there's a
Hmm.
real issue. This is what Heather's saying. Sounds like there's a real issue of parents trying to coach and the girls not listening to the
Yeah.
actual coaches, which that's confusing.
Yeah.
If you're getting coaches telling you one thing and parents yelling another thing, the consistency is going to be difficult and you lose the trust of the coaches, right? Like
Yeah. Hmm.
if you're undermining what they're trying to tell you. There's a way to like go
Yeah.
about that and it's not in the middle of a game. Authentic Tiger says, "Yep, not the right team for me. It's 8U. No scholarships are being given. Girls aren't even pitching yet. It's about building the confidence in the team mentality. Sometimes you can do this is encouraging looking from the sidelines is needed, or even a run if it's unexpectedly hit the ball. So, I mean, you're going to have
I
people on the
also get
sidelines
that.
yelling
Like,
that. Yeah, they're going to
and I
yell
do
that.
think the kids are looking to make eye contact with you. Like,
Yeah.
if they
Yeah.
make a mistake or even if they do something great, like, they just want to know you're there and like feel feel the support.
Yes, although we did run into a situation with one of our players who was consistently
Yeah.
turning to look at their parents, and so it was kind of a mutual discussion with parents and coaches that like, hey, we're going to try and like dip into a different direction so that our kid it builds their own confidence
Yeah.
and can do what they need to do on the field. And it just sort of naturally worked that way. But it wasn't like a, hey, mom, dad, you're super distracting. Get out of here. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys got to sit and build a community. Like,
Yeah,
there's a
because
way to have
that's
that
very
conversation,
yeah.
right? Although we don't necessarily know what the conversation was before this text. Like, maybe
Yeah.
parents were told, or this is the blanket warning, and then you're gonna get told individually afterwards. Not quite sure
Yeah.
the context. Optimistic Cranberry says the parents got put in timeout. I love it. Some parents, sometimes, sometimes we lose our cool. It happens.
Yeah.
And then Fun Zebra. If parents didn't try to coach their kids, this would not be a thing. Our local league has a rule no parents between dugouts. So I noticed our little league closed off the softball dugouts. I don't know if you saw that.
Yep. Yeah, they did that at
I
the end of last season, I think.
and I was told it's because they're going to be hosting some World Series events. And
Hmm.
so it's a little league rule, I guess, so that they can host, which that made a little bit more sense because at first I was like, we had a lot of drama last year. And then all of a sudden we're
Yeah.
closing up the dugouts. It definitely felt more directed
Yeah.
towards shutting parents out.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree with that.
but I've been told, which I do know that they are going to be hosting little league events because of winning the
Yeah.
World Series, whatever, a couple years ago. So I can see that they had a year to kind of pull it together and get everything
Yeah.
regulated. So I won't judge them too hard yet. Here's another side to it. I'll sit where I want to sit. I'll bring the bullhorn so my kid will hear me cheer them on. I might be a parent like that too. If I feel like you're dissing
Yeah.
me, I'll be like super passive aggressive
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
loud cup.
Now it's like now I have to be louder.
You just told me I couldn't cheer my kid. Now I'm
Megaphone.
gonna cheer. It's gonna happen. Uh, Christy over here says, not the team for me. I'm going to be able to video and photograph my child and see her face during the game, not her back. I agree with that too. We tend to
Yeah.
sit closer to, I mean, there's multiple reasons, but one of them is to be able to get video and
Yeah.
pictures and try and get close up. And I sit where I please. Coach can say that if they want, but it doesn't change the location that I sit. Which, how awkward of a conversation will that turn into? If you go to
Yeah.
sit, like, closer and coach is like, "You can't sit here."
Yeah. And is it gonna turn into, well, you're not following the rules, so your child's not gonna play?
Or if you're not gonna let me sit and watch my child, I'm pulling them, and
Yeah.
now you're screwed for this game.
Yeah.
Because if you wait for that game to start and you pull your kid out of there,
Yeah.
that's not good, right?
Yeah. This I'm sure this didn't go over well.
Judging by these, we got both sides of the coin here, but
Yeah.
it definitely seems to me that, uh, parents wouldn't take that, especially 8 years
8
old,
is
like,
young. I
yeah,
mean, and that's
that
also how I felt about when Isaiah was doing basketball. Parents weren't allowed to come in the gym for practice.
at
He's
all, like,
5.
not even to sit.
Nope. No. He's 5. No parents were allowed to be in there. And I'm like, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
He's
5 is
5.
young. Yeah.
Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. But
I
apparently, I guess parents were not cleaning up their trash, and so they didn't
well,
let parents go to the gyms anymore.
but then you have the conversation, right? Like, "Hey, you
Very
gotta have it clean."
confusing.
Or you assign parents for cleanup duty after every, like, same as, like, snack duty
Yeah.
kinda thing. I feel like I'm just now feeling more comfortable with being able to drop Harper off somewhere, and so it's like middle school, where
That's
it's
how
like,
I
"Okay,
am as well.
you're like you're gaining independence. These are like little
Yeah.
baby steps to you being because come high school when they're driving themselves, they're obviously
Yeah.
going to be going to practices alone. Then this is
Yeah.
like that in between. But even as a fifth grader, like when she was 10, I wasn't fully confident on being like, hey, I'm just gonna there were some practices that because of seating area and parking, we couldn't go into those practices, but I
Yeah.
knew the coaches, like they were family friends. It wasn't like I'm just dropping her off to any kind of random spot. It was a trusted
Yeah.
thing. But if it were a brand new team, I wouldn't be very comfortable just saying, "Hey, here
Yeah.
you go." At 5, let alone 8 or 9. Um,
Yeah. It's very
interesting.
strange.
Hmm. I should see if there's any updates to that. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, that's
How did that
interesting.
turn
I
out?
don't I don't think that would fly.
Mm-mm. No.
I want the videos. I want to see them.
And
I
there's
want them
times
to
when
know I'm there.
that they're seeking that comfort,
Yeah.
like when it gets really stressful and things like
And at
that.
that age, there's a lot of crying.
Oh yeah. They get hurt,
A lot of
they
crying.
miss a swing,
Yeah.
all that
They make a
stuff.
mistake, all kinds of things.
But at the same token, that is also what gets really confusing for them, like when to steal a base, when to do, I don't, the drop thirds or the, keep swinging, bunting, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So if you do have a parent that's really like bullheaded about it, who would steal,
Yeah.
but the coaches are like, we're not doing that yet. That could get, that could
Yeah.
get ugly.
Like I see the coach's perspective,
Yeah.
but
But
then
is
it's like
that,
just have the conversation with the parents. Like this
yeah,
is an issue.
yeah. And I am of the opinion I hate the blanket emails and the blanket texts for everyone because the
Yeah.
only people who think it's about them are the ones who are the big rule followers and it's not about them. The
Yeah.
people who don't think it's about them, like they're the biggest offenders because as far as they're concerned, everything they do is right. Or
Yep.
they go, "Oh, I know that's about me, but now I'm doubling down."
Yeah.
Because you're not calling me out. Like, and you can't have like the big team discussion and then call them out in front of the team. It's like, hey, can we just have a side conversation? Like, I get
Yeah.
you're trying to help. Maybe if you want to coach, like, here's the things to do to coach, or we have enough coaches. When you're at home and you're working with them, feel free to coach them at home. Like, here's our expectations. Here's what we're working on,
Yeah.
but there's gotta be a better way than just being like, "Hey,
Yeah.
everybody's shunned to the outfield."
Yeah.
Like, the outfield is where we went as parents when we were mad at the coaches.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
like, we're gonna sit back here and we'll watch from back here
Yeah.
because we couldn't keep our mouths shut sitting too close to the dugout. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? The girls still need to hear us and we can still support them and be back there. But that was like a parent choice. That wasn't the
Yeah.
coach telling us to go back there. Like that was us being like, we know that our faces have closed captioning and we can't like hold it back. So we're going to go far enough back that the girls can't see our faces.
Yeah.
And that
I
was
can't
not for a
imagine.
travel team,
Correct.
not for travel.
I cannot imagine that request.
No. Even in the most like insane of scenarios, which we've been through some pretty interesting scenarios with coach dynamics and parent dynamics. And, you know, at the fault of both and all, like everybody has their attitudes with things and their, you know, what they feel is right. Um, but I think unless a parent was being like belligerent, like someone was going to get hurt, it was a safety issue.
Yeah.
You didn't tell a parent that they had to leave. Now the umpire can.
Yeah.
The umpire is like I feel like they're the only ones that are like, no, you can't be here. You gotta like step away from the gate.
Mhm.
That's the only one.
Enough happened.
Oh yeah. And will always happen. I mean,
Yeah.
not to us, but
No.
I'm too they like I feel like I'm a rule follower that if they like look at
Yeah.
me funny with my music, I'm like, I'll turn it off. And then our
Sorry.
coach is like, louder.
I know.
I'm like, okay, I'll make it louder, but this was not my choice. I don't want to get in trouble.
I know. I'm a rule follower too, so
So I just like I keep the speaker away and hide it.
it's
I'll be a
fun.
rebel one day. Not today. I don't know.
Oh man. That's funny.
I was gonna try and keep track of how much money I spent over the weekend, but I couldn't keep track of anything. I
I don't even want to know.
yeah, maybe the next time that you and I are at a field event together,
Yeah.
we can help each other keep track and we can do a rundown of like what is a tournament weekend's roster of especially if we have to divide and conquer because then you're
Oh
hitting up
yeah.
like two events in one weekend like that's going to add up
It's rough.
because
It's rough.
you're definitely picking up food but
Hmm.
we tried making sandwiches ahead of time so
So
I
I did that for a while where I would make sandwiches and just pack all the things. And I don't know, I've just gone downhill and
yeah.
I'm just buying food all of the time. And I'm like, I gotta rein it back in.
I know. I was doing that too. I was buying food and then I was like, you know, my pants are getting tight and so is my wallet.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I'm trying to prep the food, have all the things. I'm trying to do healthier snacks. That
Yeah.
is that's not easy. So prepped sandwiches like, you know, hoagie rolls with meat and cheese
Yeah.
and then brought like sides if you wanted to put sides, but then left all the sides at home. So, you know, Delilah in her shoes, me and the sides for all the sandwiches. Can't have it all.
Nope.
But they got eaten, even though I had made them for Saturday, for the long day Saturday. We ended up using them Sunday instead, but it worked out. Um, and then trying to think what else. I've been trying to do a lot more like the protein. I know protein's like the big to do, but I have truly found for myself if I eat protein, like if I have hard boiled eggs or a
Mhm.
protein bar or those protein like chips or shake or
Mhm.
something, I don't sit and eat candy all day. But I
Yeah.
think I'm getting old and so um sugar is like my best friend. And so the protein really does help curb that craving for me. I think for kids,
Yeah.
like they use it as the energy spike, you know, to keep them
Yeah.
going. Um, but I I've been doing better. I've been doing better. Um, I also found cans of banana water.
Huh.
Yeah. So I packed banana water for Harper. And then
Mhm.
all of the girls wanted banana water. And I was like, listen, I only got like one can that I brought because
Yeah.
I didn't know that anybody would even like, when you think about it, you're
Yeah.
like banana water, but it's good for recovery. Like it's good for your
Yeah.
muscles and like hydration. So I've been like, because they're expensive. They're big cans, but they're not like, you know, regular water. So I've been every time I go to the grocery store, I pick up like one or two more. And I'm like
Yeah.
making a little collection of them. Because Harper was like, oh, I want more of that. So I think That's our go-to to help her with in between when it's
Yeah.
these stacked games, like get her recovered and ready to go for the next game. Because sometimes
Uh,
she just like sits there and she won't eat or drink or anything. And I'm like, I know that you're tired and like exhausted or your energy is hyped up,
Need
but
something.
gotta fuel yourself. So banana
Yeah,
water, the protein. What
I
else?
did like the applesauce packages, the squeezy ones,
Yes.
and bananas this weekend. So I brought bananas, the applesauce, and peanut butter crackers. It was like
Yeah, peanut butter
pure or
crackers.
just like quick snack for her in between games just to keep her
Yeah.
going.
Well, and bananas are nice and oranges too because they have
Uh-huh.
their own packaging.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's not
Safe.
processed. It's, whole foods that'll be hydrating that
Hmm.
help keep them going. Makes me feel a little bit better. And
I
then
know.
Delilah always just runs to the concession. She's the first one at the concession stand and comes
Yes.
back with
Junk.
whatever
Yeah.
junk. I do always keep a bag of junk, like, the ropes and the
Yeah.
Skittles. Chris always wants some sort of chewy candy. I think that helps his, like, the jitters for him when he's coaching. And Delilah, I don't know. Delilah's everywhere all at once. I can't. There was that huge playground. She was like there for a little
Yeah.
bit with a friend and concession stand. They were selling these little 3D printed like dragons and eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So she obviously had to buy those.
Yeah.
Why not?
You know?
Uh, which those things were falling apart like halfway through. Trying to think. The applesauce packets, I always forget about those. Those are good ones.
Yeah. That's been my go-to because it's just easy. Like I can grab it, they
Yeah.
can eat it quick. Just
And you can throw it in the cooler or not the cooler, like
yeah.
they're versatile. I did try to buy a big thing of cut up fruit, left that with
Mm-hmm.
all of the sides. Like
Oh,
didn't bring those either. 'Cause
yeah.
our whole weekend was jilted with having Saturday off and then having to
Yep.
get up a little bit earlier Sunday. Like, I did not give myself enough time. And then Chris is like, we got to go. We got to get in the car. And I'm like, okay. And I'm scrambling and he's scrambling and the girls are scrambling. And so I forgot, like, not major things, but it was the creature comfort things that
Yeah.
could have used that we just didn't have. And of course, that Sunday started off freezing cold. So we're all bundled
Mm-hmm.
up. We had the canopies up, but it was freezing in the shade. And then the second it hit like noon, 80 degrees, we're all
Yeah.
down into our shorts and t-shirts and like dying of heat. That typical spring. Couldn't couldn't keep up with that.
It's rough.
It
It
is.
is rough.
It is. I don't even know. I and then same with the opening weekend, right? Where it was 22 degrees for opening day.
Yeah.
Like Delilah, we had the hot hands on her and like I said, you don't even need to wear softball pants because it's going to be cold. So she had like leggings on and,
Mm-hmm.
the sweatpants on top of it, put her jersey on top of her fleece. Like,
Yep. It
and
was so cool.
I felt better though because even the coach's kid had on sweatpants. Everybody else had on their softball pants and stuff. But when the coach's kid, which is like their fourth
Yeah.
kid, this is kid number
Yeah.
4 for them. They're like, we're not doing it. You
Fine.
can tell all of the ones who are on their second, third, and fourth. They're like,
Yeah.
just put
It's
the
fine.
jersey on.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking at your
It's
pants.
no. It was so cold. It was it was awful. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
just awful.
Like, and a bitter, like, wind. Like, it
The
was bleh.
winds. Oh my gosh. It was bad. I was out at the softball field all
Mm.
day, just freezing.
Did it ever warm up? It stayed cold like the whole time, didn't it?
No, it was cold the entire time.
Ugh, ew.
All day.
That's not the spring we asked for.
No, it's not. It was so cold. It was
But
so
if
cold.
memory serves me right, when we have this kind of start to the spring, that means like May 1st, it's going to be 100 degrees. There's going to be
Yeah.
no really nice spring day.
Yeah.
So
Not
it's
right.
April, frozen rain, and
Yep.
no thunder and lightning either. So the game will go on. This is why I bought
Yep.
a weather pod. Not that I've had a chance to set it up yet because they keep canceling the days.
I know.
So freezing rain in April showers, right? And then May flowers are gonna burn because
Hot.
it'll be
It's
100
just gonna be
degrees.
hot. Yeah.
We're just gonna cook. So I don't know.
I don't know either. I wish we had a nice spring, but we don't.
Yeah. I feel like last year we did. Last year it was
It's
kind of a
good.
nice, it was. The year before, because it was like Harper's first year of doing softball. That year it was freezing, 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 freezing cold. Like I was not prepared because I was a new softball mom.
Yeah.
All I had was like a yucky chair and like whatever random like um blanket was in the car. So it wasn't
Mhm.
like a good weather blanket. It was just
Yeah.
like little blanket, frozen all the time, trying to like buy hot hands every other day. And then this past year, we bought like all the stuff, and then spring was like beautiful. I think I used it maybe first game or two, and then it was like
Mhm.
really nice. So this year reminds me of like 2 years ago, where it
Yeah.
was like cold and yucky, and then it was just blazing hot. Blah.
I know. I know.
Okay, so we're gearing up into spring break, which
Yeah.
means kind of chill for about a week, and then we'll
Ugh.
be up and at 'em again.
Yeah. It
So,
won't be as busy.
mm,
Although Isaiah still has T-ball game.
I think
We
Delilah
have
has
a
softball.
double header, scrimmage, whatever, round robin.
When?
Next Tuesday.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll schedule it
Yeah.
in.
I
Why? I
know.
can actually be there for that though. So I'll see you there for
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I'll be there.
Finally. Like the whole
Isaiah's
time
birthday.
too.
Yeah. Isaiah's birthday's next week. So I'm trying to like get myself ready.
Yes. Harper's already talking about her birthday in June. So, I mean, she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, it's in June. Let's figure it out the week before. Okay.
So fine.
Yeah. I hate missing games for another game too, but it's like,
You got to
it's so
juggle
tough.
so hard. I
Yeah.
know. That's how I
So
felt
like,
at state because I'm like
yeah.
at state trying to watch Mila, but also have Game Changer up, and I had a horrible
Yes.
service, and I was
Yes.
like, oh my gosh, I can't watch. What's happening? Also, like half then it's like Mila's turn, so I got to turn Game Changer off so I can record, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this
Yes.
is so stressful.
See, I almost feel like technology is doing us a disservice because we're so connected that there's no excuse to miss it. Because even Harper
Yeah,
was like, "Did you see my stuff?" And I was like, "I was trying, but then Game Changer was off." And so
I
it's like,
know, I know.
so it happens. But it's
It
it's
does.
that mother's guilt that you want to
It is.
be everywhere all at once.
Yeah, and it's hard.
It is. But we got partners that help us out, so that's super helpful.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know how people do it alone. It truly takes a village to like make
yeah,
all of this stuff happen. If you don't have a good network of friends and family to make this happen, like you're going to drive yourself into a wall
yeah,
pretty much. You've got to rely on people to be able to help out. I'm super thankful
yeah,
for the village I've created for sure because I
yeah. Because
know,
otherwise,
yeah, not happening.
I just don't know how to make it work.
No, I remember being like younger and being like, a village? I'm just gonna be a loner. I don't need anybody.
Yeah,
Like when Harper, even when she was like 1, we moved into the neighborhood and I'd go for a walk with her. Like the neighborhood was being built and
yeah,
I'd be walking her around with her stroller and she'd want to like talk with every person she came across. And I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't need to
yeah.
talk to anybody.
I know.
But as it turns out, I need to talk to everybody because
I
sometimes you're
know.
not going to get to a practice if you don't have a friend take you.
I know. I know. It's like I'm so thankful for the moms on the team because
Mhm.
if I can't be there, I know they're still cheering my kid on. They're sending
Yep.
me videos, they're texting me like, "She had a great game." Like, I feel like we all do that for each other. So,
Yes. Yeah. Like it's yeah. Although it's still
hard.
not the same for them. I know for them it's still,
Yeah.
mom is mom and dad is dad.
Yeah.
But at least knowing like, hey, I'm still watching, I'm still there, I'm still cheering you on,
Yeah.
like still a network of people. That it's not
Yeah.
like they're totally alone. They still have the trusted adults that they can turn to,
Yeah. Exactly.
and steal the candy from.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you for sure.
I was like, oh, we don't even skip a beat. She was like, thank you.
Yep. That kid. She helps herself.
Oh, she does. It cracks me up. She makes herself at home anywhere she's at.
She does. She does. That's
Oh
funny.
my gosh. All right. So we will report back, I guess, whenever we get another free. We try, how
Yeah.
many times? I think we tried like 5 or 6 times to record this. And
So
every
many
time
times.
we either fell asleep or like all, hell broke loose or
Yeah.
it was insane
You
how many
know,
times we tried making this happen.
Saturday really threw like a wrench into the schedule.
Yeah.
But
Throw
yeah,
us for
we
a
tried
loop.
recording so many times.
Yeah. It just didn't
We got
work.
it in though.
We did.
We got it in. It almost didn't happen today. Couldn't get my computer on. My headphones wouldn't connect.
And I found mine. I don't even know so Delilah gets this from me. I couldn't find these for like the longest time. Didn't know where the
Mhm.
heck I put them. I bought like cheap ones from Dollar General. Those
Yeah.
things sounded awful. Couldn't use them. Ended up stealing Chris's old ones. So I was like, okay, I'll use his old ones, which are fine, but it's just
Yeah.
weird. It's gross touching other people's ear things.
Yeah.
So I went to put on an old robe that I had in the freaking pocket of my robe.
Stop. That's so funny.
Like, what? Why?
You found them.
I found them though, so I had to charge them and get them using, but oh my gosh, I can't keep track.
Yeah.
I need better ways to get my memory working.
Same. Mine is just so bad. But we're not as busy at spring break, so maybe we can, you know,
Make it happen.
squeeze squeeze one in.
Yes. I also got, this is also a side note. Um, the sunflower seeds came in.
Oh yeah, you told me that. So we'll have to do
Mm.
that.
But did I tell you I knew that they came in. Chris told me they came in. He said they're in the box, they're in the foyer. I walked into that foyer and all I could see was a box of Red Bulls. Like Chris buys these blue Red Bulls, like vanilla or something. I don't even know what they
Mhm.
are. And I was like, I don't see these sunflower seeds. What is he talking about? I see nothing. So I kept going. I kept looking. I saw another box. It's a Barbie Corvette remote control car. I was like, not sunflower seeds, but it's a box. So, like days later, I go and talk with Chris and I'm like, hey, I've been trying to find these sunflower seeds. Where are they? He's like, you're joking. I said, no, I'm not joking. I was like, I don't know where these things are. He's like, they're in a blue box in the foyer, like just sitting there. I walk over. They had been next to the Red Bull the whole time. Never could not, the box
Just missed the entire thing.
for like 5 days. How do you not
Oh
see a big
God.
blue? When I show you this box, you're going to be like, get your head checked. Talk
I'm
about,
I'm right there with you. Like I don't even know how I survived the last week and a half.
we just autopilot. But
Yeah,
we get mad at our kids for doing the same thing. Like, can you pick up that plate? And they're like, what plate? And you're like, right in front of you. That was me. What? What big blue box?
yeah. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Yeah. So my house is a wreck still. Like I'm so behind on laundry.
Oh, we did that. Yes, Chris actually did that
I'm
yesterday, and
like,
then I did
uh,
kitchen, but everything else is a hot mess. Yeah, that's what spring break is for, I guess.
I freaking guess.
Mhm.
The puppy has a UTI, I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
no,
Yeah, so I'm taking her to the vet tomorrow. She's
that's
peeing
right.
in the house
You got a
everywhere.
new puppy.
So not because she was doing so good about going potty, and then all of a sudden she keeps like squatting like all of the time, and I'm like, she's
Hmm.
got to have a UTI because she was not doing this
Yeah,
before.
something's up. Yeah,
Yeah, so I have to go to the vet tomorrow.
because why
Add
not?
that on. Yeah,
Nothing
add
else.
that on.
Nothing else going on. Sounds
All the
good.
things.
What else? I don't even know. It's just chaos
It is chaos.
and a big blue box that I couldn't see.
It's so funny.
He was like
Someone
getting
posted on
mad.
Insta about me.
He he was getting frustrated. He's like, "You're joking. Like you have got to be joking that like you did not see this box the whole time." Nope.
No, and then it blended in.
It did, and it's bright blue. It's the same blue as the background that we have going on right
Oh
here.
my
Like it
God, that's so
is
funny.
an obnoxious blue. It does not blend into the wood floor. It doesn't blend into the white wall. Like
Nothing.
maybe I thought it was a toy. I don't even know. But then we
So funny.
have also two huge boxes of double good popcorn
Yeah. Hmm.
because we just bought some from a friend's daughter's softball team. And then we clicked pay. And then we get, hey, we're doing a double good popcorn sale. And we're like, gotta buy a box
Of course
there
we
too.
are.
So now two boxes.
Yeah. Well, we have a box, and then I'm waiting on the Mountaineer popcorn from
Yes.
gymnastics.
That's some good popcorn. I mean, don't get me wrong. These are all good popcorns. They're
Yeah.
good. And they're great to throw. Like we brought a bag to the play because we were like, we don't need to
Yeah.
buy from the concession stands. We got our double good popcorn right here,
Yep.
which we
I
bought from
just
that
got
high
some
school
from
that we're watching the play from.
Yeah.
So it was like full circle moment,
Yeah. That's funny.
you know. So we're gonna have a lot of popcorn. We're gonna have a lot of sunflower seeds,
Mhm.
banana water, and protein
Yeah.
bites and things.
All the
May-
things.
Maybe I'll start making my own. We'll see if I find the time.
That's hard. That's hard to do.
I'm
That
always
is
like,
hard
yeah,
to do.
I'm gonna homestead. I'm gonna make all of my own protein bites and I'm going to plant all of my own vegetables in my vegetable garden. And then the hot peppers are the only ones that survive. He's like,
Yeah, we've tried to do a vegetable garden every year. I mean,
me
sometimes
too.
it's nice and sometimes it's a pain in the ass.
No, it's always cucumbers and hot peppers. You can
Yeah,
only eat so
cucumbers
many of
are
those.
always
Yeah,
popping, which I'm okay with because I like cucumbers.
I do too. But you
Yeah,
can only do so much. Only
yeah,
so much. You know. And
no.
then my neighbor, I have a neighbor that lives across the street and she has like the most gorgeous garden. She grew up like in a village, so she is just this awesome like green thumb. She'll be like, "I have all these extra tomatoes. Would you like a basket?" And I'm like, "Yes." How do you do this? How do
Right?
you get a
What are
whole
you
extra
doing?
you have six people in your family and you still have an extra basket of tomatoes to give to
Oh
somebody
my
else. Like, she's so generous and so kind. I love having her as a neighbor. And I always ask her, I'm like, what do I do? She goes, well, you have to, she tells me all the things. I still mess it up.
Yeah. I don't have
I
a green thumb.
no, I think
I'd
they,
like
yeah,
to, but I just don't.
no, unless it's mint, because it's a weed, hot peppers, because nobody wants to eat them.
Nope.
And actually, squash. For a while, I was doing
I was doing good on squash too.
doing good on squash. I feel like those are another invasive species. It's like the invasive stuff where it's like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna, you don't even need to pay attention to me, but I'm here
exactly. Yeah.
forever.
Yep.
And random potatoes that I think it's because I've thrown so much stuff into my
That's
into my
so funny.
garden. I now have random stuff. It's a compost bin now. It's not even a
Yeah.
garden. It's compost. I don't know why I'm pretending like it's a garden, but I get mad at everything and I throw it all back in there and just turn it around and I'm like, "Well, I've got a good thing of compost." So,
Right.
anybody out there who can help us with gardening tips, like low
Yeah.
maintenance,
Not my
can sur
jam. Like I
can
want it to
survive,
survive.
yeah, can survive us not watering it except for the natural rain. How did this stuff survive before people intervened?
I
Did
don't
it?
know.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
What things can I do? I mean, I also want to try and do like an indoor one where I'm like, okay, maybe I can't do the whole outdoor thing because it gets too hot or it gets too cold. But maybe if I do one inside, what's the best kind to do inside? That's what I got to figure out.
I don't know. I don't think I can do info.
My
I
animals would
feel
eat it.
like, yeah, between the animals and the kids, just like, no, y'all gotta get out.
So I'll just go to market and just buy my
Mhm.
shopping cart,
Yeah,
put it in the drawer, throw it out the next week, and buy some more.
yeah, on repeat.
The circle of life. I love produce.
The struggle.
Okay, all right. We'll call it quits. As per usual, I say that, and then it's 20 minutes before we do it. But until next time, Brittany,
Yep,
it's been a pleasure.
it
And
has, as usual.
you have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Enjoy your track meet. Can't wait to hear about the results in 2 to 4 business days.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not there all.